So the new Canon EOS R5 has been officially launched and the Sony A7S III is still yet to be launched. So today in this video we are going to compare the new Canon EOS R5 and the upcoming beast, the Sony A7S III. So are you excited? So let's roll the intro. So before starting the comparison, let me just clarify you that the specifications of the new Sony A7S III are still the rumors and it has not been officially confirmed by Sony, but they will be pretty much the same because everyone is talking about it. So yeah, let's just begin with the comparison. So first, let's talk about the megapixels. So the new Canon EOS R5 has got a 45 megapixel sensor. On the other hand, the Sony A7S III has 12 megapixel sensor. So the Canon EOS R5 can be used for photography as well because of the 45 megapixel sensor, but the Sony A7S III is specialized for video because a 12 megapixel in 2020 is not for photography. So when talking about the megapixels part, there is a huge difference between the sensors. Now let's talk about the maximum FPS it can shoot at. So the new Canon EOS R5 can shoot at 4K 120 FPS. So basically 120 FPS is the highest it can shoot at. On the other hand, the Sony A7S III can shoot at 4K 120 FPS as well, but the advantage is that it can shoot up to 240 FPS in Full HD. So this is where the advantage comes, because if you prefer to shoot at Full HD, you get that 240 FPS for super slow motion. So now let's talk about the maximum resolution it can shoot at. So the new Canon EOS R5 can shoot at 8K, whereas on the other hand, the Sony A7S III can shoot only up to 4K. So now let's talk about the RAW capability. So the Sony A7S III can shoot at 4K RAW at 16-bit color depth. On the other hand, the Canon EOS R5 can shoot at 12-bit color depth in 8K. And both the cameras have their log profiles which can shoot at 10-bit color depth. Now let's talk about the bitrate both the cameras shoot at. So the new Canon EOS R5 shoots at 680 Mbps in 4K 24 frames per second. On the other hand, the Sony A7S III shoots at 600 Mbps at 4K 24 frames per second. Though when we shoot in 8K in the Canon EOS R5, it shoots at 2600 Mbps. Now let's talk about the recording limit. The Canon EOS R5 has got 30 minutes recording limit like the other Canon cameras, but when you shoot at 8K, you can shoot for about 20 minutes at room temperature before it's get overheated. But the rumors are there that the Sony A7S III will have no recording limit and it will not get overheated. Now let's talk about the color depth. So the new Canon EOS R5 can shoot at 12-bit color depth in 8K RAW. But the rumors are there that the Sony A7S III will be capable to shoot at 16-bit RAW. That means you get 4096 times more colors than the Canon EOS R5. And that is crazy. So all the specifications of the Sony A7S III are still rumors, but it will be officially confirmed by the end of July. So I hope you like this comparison between the Canon EOS R5 and the Sony A7S III. So if you like the video, then give this video a thumbs up, and if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, then consider subscribing it because helps me a lot. So that's it for today's video. See ya.